Hello, everybody. Gentlemen, black men, and even if you're not a black man, welcome to the Mr. Limber channel. This is Mr. Limber. It's a beautiful day, but you guys go ahead and excuse me. There might be some surrounding distraction, some surrounding sounds that are unwanted. I'm trying to enjoy the outdoors as I make this video, dropping knowledge to my brothers and teaching them how to improve themselves so they may improve also the black family and build better and stronger black families, and also build better and stronger black communities around the world. You guys already know I'm the new upcoming channel, so go ahead and subscribe. Help your brother out as he's trying to help you out. Share the video. I know you guys are sharing every beef video a hip-hop artist got going on, every diss track. You know, you sharing poetry, you sharing funny videos and comics. So go ahead and share some knowledge that really help one another grow. Now, today's knowledge is, dear men, do not sign the birth certificate unless Now, we all understand when you're living in the Western system, specifically those of the United States of America, the law is created to destroy family. What they call a family lawyer is really a divorce lawyer. It's a lawyer that pretty much tears the family apart. What they call the family court is really a court that separates family and divide incomes and create multiple households for one bloodline. Now, this is some deep teaching today. You have a very divisive system masqueraded under family unity. Yeah. Now, some of you heard me go on rants. And that's when I'm really getting into teaching my brothers. Today I want this to sink in. I want this to be calm. I want it collected, because I want you brothers to learn from this, and I'm going to try to keep it short. When you sign a birth certificate, the court looks at it and say, well, when this child was born, you claim to be the father of this child. Now, even with DNA tests proven that you are not the father, and 3 months later or 2 months later you want out, they will still give you a hard time, and you may not be able to get off of child support. I know what you're thinking. That's bull. You're thinking it is unfair. You are thinking, what kind of law is this? What kind of justice is this? Well, gentlemen, you have to understand. You're living in a gynocentric society. It is a society that caters to women because women are the weaker sex. And I don't mean to sound like I'm quoting a biblical passage, but women are not physically the weaker sex. women are also mentally and emotionally, I should say, not mentally, but emotionally, the weaker sex. Not just physically, the weaker sex. Women are a creature that is subjected to suggestions and persuasion a bit easier than men, which is why a lot of pastors have more women in their church than men. You know, I'm not necessarily bashing the pastors right now, even though they could be deserving of it. But I'm just pointing out the fact they prefer women in their churches because women open up their pocketbooks and many times their legs to these bishops. Because the persuasion gets into their emotion and men can lay suggestions and play with them. Now, the court does not have women's best interests in mind. Contrary to popular belief, the court is not trying to help women. They're making them dependent. They're making them blindly arrogant. They're making them self-destructive. And they are making women destroy their offsprings by putting their offsprings into the system. And the minute their young daughters turn 17 or 15 through 17, they're pregnant and they become a statistic. The minute their sons turn 15 through 18, he's probably been in and out of jail or he already has someone pregnant. Because the court was leading this woman, the mother, into thinking she can get rid of her husband or her boyfriend. Most of the time it's just a fun buddy to keep this PG. It's just a guy she was funning with, screwing around, messing around with, and she got pregnant. So this man probably tried to stay around. In most cases, a man doesn't even have a choice nowadays. Even if he does not try to stay around, he will still send money because he has to pay child support. But this woman just utterly destroyed her home, got rid of the man, whether or not she needed to, and as a result, lost her children. Even those who make it to college end up being nobodies. They go through a long time through college just to get a job that pays $60,000 a year and still become baby mamas themselves, or still end up going to jail because some woman lied and said that he physically abused her. And now your son, which is making $60,000, $70,000 a year, is, well, going to jail and probably losing his job. Now, that's why I tell you, gentlemen, if a woman is not your wife, this is the unless part that you see in the title. Unless she is your wife or a very strong, committed relationship where you feel comfortable enough to trust her. And even then I would still question. I would say you should risk pissing her off. I know a lot of you guys are afraid of that. Don't even show up at the hospital. Do not sign anything saying you are the father, or you are a legal guardian, or you're taking any responsibility. Heck, do not sign anything. Go get a paternity test. After that DNA test, show that you are the father. Then you go ahead and you sign papers. Okay? Now, until that, do not sign anything. And I took so long to utter out my last few words because I know you brothers do not listen. You spend 16 years taking care of a kid just to find out it's not yours. 15, 16, 17, 23 years of taking care of a human being just to find out it's not yours. And the worst part is, sometimes you find out none of the kids are yours, and now you're too old to have kids. So not only did this woman take away your money, take away your dreams and aspirations because you had to compromise them and get a regular 9 to 5 and go work any crappy job just to provide for your so-called family. She also took away your reproducing because you probably stopped trying to reproduce. A lot of you guys got vasectomies and said, I'm not having any more children. Now you're 55 or 60 years old, you find out that kid is not yours, or those children are not yours. So you have no kids, no seeds of your own. Your DNA will not reproduce the earth after you're gone because you never had children. You gave away your dreams to take care of kids that was not yours. Kids that were not yours. You gave away your happiness and you gave away your money. Sweat and blood, working crappy jobs. So, as a man, you need to take into consideration signing the birth certificate. If it is some random chick, she's probably many dudes' random chick. Do not sign the birth certificate unless you are positive that is your child. And the best way to make sure that is so is by taking a DNA test before you sign anything. Now she will be pissed. Maybe your own family will turn against you. Maybe females in your family will turn against you. Your sipping homeboys may turn against you. The pastor may turn against you. But you should tell all those people that you don't give a flying rat's behind. Because at the end of the day, when your life is screwed up and you find out that's not your child, the court will not return your money. They will still require you pay child support. And everybody who was criticizing you and actually convincing you to sign that birth certificate before you had scientific evidence, DNA evidence, those same people are going to tell you, well, such is life. What you're going to do is man up and know that you're doing a good thing. They'll pat you on the back and go live their lives. So don't fall for it, my brothers. Do not fall for it. Make sure that's your child first. In some cases, the court will have the biological father paying child support, and you also, who is not the father, paying child support just because you claim that child. And the court will know of this situation and not care. This woman will sit back, collect child support from both men. Meanwhile, neither of you are getting any of the vagina. She's out there sleeping recklessly with more men, buying them food and taking them out on dates with your money. And that is why you should be careful before signing that birth certificate. Regardless of who it pisses off, pause the video and subscribe. Mr. Limba is trying to teach you. Subscribe and hit that bell icon and pass it on to your homeboys. Share it and have them do the same. Let this be a movement for us black men. Mr. Limba is here for you. I'm your brother and you are mine. With that said, much love. Peace.